Hey, 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 it's Chaun Vaughn, and you are watching My 40 Plus Life. Today, I am overly excited because I have the most specialist. I have the most special guest for you today. I thought since we are celebrating Women's History Month, why would I not introduce you to the woman who I have rode on her shoulders, and the reason why I am who I am today is all because of her, and that is because of my beautiful mother, Gwendolyn Anderson. Hey, Mama.
Hey, Chandra.
Speak up, Mama.
Hello, Chandra.
And she's saying Chandra, so y'all know that's my full name. She not gonna call me Chaun Vaughn.
All of our names.
That's right. Now, before we get into this chat that I'm going to have with my mother, have you subscribed to my YouTube channel yet? Because if you haven't, tell me, what are you waiting for? Mama, ask them what they're waiting for.
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? You need to make sure that you go ahead and click that subscribe button, hit that like and the bell notification so that you don't miss out on any of the episodes that I have for you.
Right.
So during Women's History Month, we know that we celebrate women who are making history. But I also want to make sure that we know that all of these women who are making history have brought up so many other women who are currently making history and who have made history, and those are mothers. And so I wanted to introduce you to my mom, and as in my true Chaun Vaughn fashion, when I'm introducing you to the people in my family, I like to have a bowl of questions that we can answer to get to know one another. And not only are you getting to know them, I get to learn a little bit more about my siblings and now my mother with this one. So, Mom, before we get started, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself? Yeah.
I'm Gwendolyn Pettyway Anderson, and I am Chandra's mother.
That's it?
That's it.
How old are you, Mama?
Big 70. 70.
That's a blessing, right?
Yes.
It is a blessing. She looked at me funny. Y'all saw that. Y'all see. So, Mom, what I have here are some questions that I'm going to let you pull, but I'll read, and then you have to answer them because these are things that are all about you. And this is a way for me to get to know who you are. Now, we're only going to do 5 questions out of this bowl because I felt like it would be even more fun if I brought my sister back around Mother's Day and we do this chat again with me and my sister and include my mom and answer some more questions that are in this bowl. Sound good? All right, y'all ready? Let's get started. All right, Mom, first question. Here, let me do them all good. There's some good questions in here.
No, I don't want any hard ones.
They all about you. Okay, first question is... How was your relationship with your parents?
Oh, wonderful. As you know, I was only 15 when my father died, but we had a very good relationship. I was sort of like maybe the pet.
Oh, you want to say the favorite? That's what she want to say. She want to say the favorite, but she always tells us she don't have favorites. So okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
I was the favorite for my dad. But, as I said, I was only 15 when he passed away. And my mother, I was around her all the time. The short period that I went to school in Baton Rouge, I was away and got married. And then I came back home. And I was around my mother. Mm-hmm. So we had a very good relationship. Very good. I was very close to my mother. And I miss her and I miss my dad.
Yeah. I definitely miss my dear as well because once we moved from Baton Rouge back to Spring Ridge, Louisiana, we lived with my grandmother, and she is a major part of my life. And although my mom plays a huge part in how I was raised, my grandmother also played a very major role in my life. Okay, great. So it's good to know that you had. So did you get any whippings or?
By my mom. My dad didn't whip me.
Really?
No, he didn't.
So let me ask you this: do you think that your other siblings are going to have a problem with you saying that you was your daddy's favorite?
They'll probably agree.
Now, but it was 10 of y'all.
Right.
So you didn't grow up with all of them.
No, I didn't.
So are you saying you were the favorite amongst just the ones that you grew up with, or?
I guess.
All of them.
Yeah, I grew up with my two brothers and my sister. Carnell, Perry, and Wyvani. We were basically the ones at home together.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So out of those four, you know for sure you was the favorite. She's the baby, so of course she's gonna say that. Them babies always say that. Okay, Mom, that's good. That's interesting. Good to know. Now you said, I'm sorry. This question has me crying a little bit. Madia whipped you. Why did she whip you?
Well, we did little mischievous things.
Oh, so you were mischievous, because I'm gonna tell y'all, my mama is Miss Goody Two Shoes right now. She could do no wrong. At least that's how she tried to portray herself.
Well, some of my classmates would disagree with that, probably because one of my classmates said that he didn't know I was this humorous since I was so quiet in school, in high school, and nonchalant and everything. But he didn't think I had a sense of humor, but I do.
Well, that's interesting. So you got in trouble for just being mischievous, just doing things that kids do.
Not much, maybe once or twice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I was a good girl. I've been a good girl all my life.
It's always the ones who say they're the good girl that's really not the good girl. But I've only seen the good girl from my mom. So.
All right.
There you go. All right, Mama. Next question. Question number 2. Let's see. Is there something you wish you would have taught me before leaving home that you didn't? That's a good one.
Not really. I trusted you, basically. I didn't have a problem.
Okay. Do you feel like you could have taught me a little bit more in the realm of finances?
Probably. Yeah, I guess that's a good one.
So, between me and my sister, Misha was growing up. She was more of the saver, and anytime I got money just kind of just burned through my hands. And I'm almost kind of like that still today. I've learned a little bit, but a lot. But yeah, I feel like financial stability and how to operate within that could have been a conversation that we could have had.
That's true. That's true. And I guess I just probably figured that you all would kind of be like me. I was not a spender. I was a saver, as you well know. Mm-hmm. And I sort of still am.
Yeah, you are. Mm-hmm. I will say this. Anytime I got into a rut, I knew who I could come to.
Yeah.
I depended on my mama. And not only us, other people see that in you too, which sometimes I wish you would kind of control, because she will probably give her last to people that are asking for it. But that's the type of mother I have. Superwoman. Okay, Mama, that was question 2. Let's see if we can get another question out of here.
Yeah, all righty.
Okay. Were there any similarities between me and you as a child?
Yes.
Oh, what?
You were a lot more outgoing.
Uh-huh.
And risky.
Uh-huh.
You were a risk taker.
Were you like that?
No. That's the difference.
I said similarities.
Oh, similarities. More mild-mannered, I would say. Mm-hmm. Easy to get along with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, that was us. What about, so I've heard this. Now, I probably wasn't as bow-legged as you were, but I heard that you were very bow-legged, and of course, I had that trait growing up.
Yeah, but I grew out of it when I was real young. My grandfather used to call me pot hooks because yeah, they were really bold. I would run from home to my grandparents, and that's what my grandfather would say. Run, pot hooks.
Pot hooks. That's my new nickname for my mama. Pot hooks. Okay, so the fact that we very easy to get along. So, since you said that about me, do you think that's the same with Misha?
Misha has a different attitude. When she was a kid, she was a lot more stubborn.
Yes, she's still stubborn.
A lot more stubborn. but she's very generous. That's one thing I can say about her. She's very generous. But growing up, oh boy, I had a time.
I can't wait to bring her on for this when we do this for Mother's Day, because that's gonna be the conversation. Okay, so that's what, 3, Mama?
Yeah.
All right, so 2 more. Okay. What accomplishments are you proudest of?
For myself?
Yes, for yourself.
I guess my children.
Okay.
My 2 girls are the most important accomplishment. Education.
That should be top. Yeah. Because high school you were valedictorian. College you graduated summa cum laude. So those are major accomplishments.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Anything else?
That's about it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. You got something on your mind, Mama. What is it? It looked like she got something on her mind. She thinking, but she holding back. What else?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. I'm going to tell y'all, my mom, even though she feels like she is totally different than how me and Misha are because we're more outgoing, she has really set the standard for us to be who we are. So we've learned so much from her. And being a single parent, I think that is a great accomplishment. To have 2 daughters who are really have grown and are doing things that they really enjoy, with Misha to her new promotion and all of that. I think you should be very proud of.
I am very proud of both of you. We see all the things that you do. You have 50 million jobs.
I don't.
My friends, especially Carolyn, she'll say, what all does she do? Right?
I will tell y'all if y'all want to know. Okay.
Yeah, because she was singing on the Black History program, and I invited my classmates, my high school classmates, and so she said, I was reading the program and I saw Chandra on there for singing. So what else does she do?
Now, if y'all watch my 40 Plus Life, y'all know I believed that I was going to be an entertainer. I thought I was going to be Whitney Houston. Mama, you remember that? Remember I used to grow up and wanted to say that I wish I could be like Whitney Houston? And what did you tell me? Do you remember that? Now, I don't remember a lot of things, but this is the one thing that I always remember. What did you say?
I don't remember.
Keep practicing. That's what she said. She said, keep practicing.
Well, you would have thought she was going to be an entertainer and maybe a manager as well, because she controlled her first cousins and her sister.
Let them say it. Let them say it.
Dancing. What was that group?
The Boys.
Yeah, the Boys. She would have them practicing. This was when they were about what? 12?
Yeah.
10, 12?
Yep.
She would have them practicing. They knew all the dance steps.
Yep. It was 4 of them and it was 4 of us.
Right. It was Chandra, Misha, Carla, and Marla, the twins. Their first cousins. And they did mostly everything together. My sister and her husband, who's a pastor, they would travel with him to his churches, he would have them singing as a quartet. This one would play the piano and Marla would play the piano. They would sing at these churches. They were brought up in the church. And so that was just a part of them. And they were not shy. They were very bold. They would get out and sing anytime at church.
So our family literally set us up to be entertainers. But yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, Mama, we got one last question, and then we're going to save the rest of these for when we get with Misha.
Okay. Last one.
Yes, last question. All righty. Oh, what would you tell your younger self?
Yeah. That's a very hard question. Just be yourself. Don't try to be anybody else. Just be true to yourself and honor God. Take care of family. That's a good thing. I even pray for strength that I can take care of others. Really. So I would say just keep doing what you're doing, and God will bless you for whatever it is you do.
I love it. So you wouldn't tell yourself to stay clear of certain people? I'm talking about my daddy, y'all. But if she stayed clear of him, then I or my sister would not be here. That's so I'm glad that she went down that path.
Well, as you know, my cousin introduced me to your dad when we were in college, all because of my sister, Wavani, who wanted to get some chicken. And I was responsible. I was only a freshman, and she was a junior. But she wanted some, was she a junior or senior? Yeah, she was a senior. Okay, so she wanted chicken that day. So she wanted me, a freshman, to find a way to go and get her some chicken down there at Southern University in Baton Rouge. And that's what I did, and that's how I met their dad. He had a car. So.
And the rest is history.
Right.
Okay. Well, Mama, thank you so much for joining me on this episode. This is fun. I actually really like to hear some of the things about your past and growing up, and I love that these questions kind of help to facilitate that conversation. As you all know, this is Women's History Month, so even though we are celebrating some really, really, really great women during Women's History Month, remember to always celebrate your mothers, because they are truly the reasons why we are here and doing the things that we're doing and making some of the moves that we're making. So, Mother, I thank you so much for that.
You're so welcome, even though I was boring, I'm sure.
You are not boring.
I have a boring life.
Y'all better comment and tell my mama that she was not boring. This was interesting, not only for me, but for them as well.
I have a boring life.
You do not, Mama. You do not. She chooses to have, if her life is boring, she chooses to, because she's so set in her ways. But we trying to pull her out of that. But you see, she loved the camera. She loved it.
Wow.
Thank you all for watching this episode of Chaun Vaughn's 40 Plus Life. I will see you all next week.